this week.
Not only is this bus itself eco-friendly, but every time they ride the bus, they're making a choice that improves the environment. Rather than taking their car, they are reducing traffic and congestion.
We are standing and speaking and making clear that here in Los Angeles, we do look out for each other.
The same consequences that we see with alcohol-impaired driving can happen when people are distracted behind the wheel.
Hello everyone, I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. The campaign against hate crimes gained momentum in Hollywood recently. Councilmember Mitch O'Farrell joined LA City Attorney Mike Feuer and members of the LAPD in the unified message. Hate crimes against the Asian American and Pacific Islander community won't be tolerated.
Hate is the worst of who we can be, but today is the best of who we can be, because we are standing and speaking and making clear that here in Los Angeles, we do look out for each other.
We are here today so that we can have difficult conversations, so that people who have experienced trauma can share their experience of that trauma. And we're here today to show that we have support.
When the Thai man in San Francisco was killed, I really lost my sense of freedom. I was angry that as an American citizen, that I can't just walk out the door, go to the grocery store without thinking twice about my safety.
Please don't suffer in silence. Whether you do it by phone or on the street when you see a uniformed police officer or electronically, please let us know what's going on in your community so we can continue to keep Hollywood as safe as it is now.
I am very proud to stand with the Thai community, the AAPI community, in making sure that we seek out hate, discrimination, and assaults from a very ugly place wherever it is found.
We need to say 4 words. No more hate crime. I humbly ask you to repeat after me. No more hate crime. No more hate crime.
In March of this year, the Los Angeles City Council passed an emergency ordinance to require large grocery and pharmacy retailers to offer employees an additional $5 per hour in hazard pay. Most of us know this as hero pay, but there are a few grocery store chains that have responded to the ordinance with announcing the closure of stores. South LA residents and community leaders gathered to voice their concerns about the closures.
Stop the closures now! Stop the closures now!
Early on during the pandemic, a lot of grocers did the right thing and offered hero pay to their workers.
Now comes to find out that the money for them to pay the $5 increase for the employees has not been paid, and also they're closing down the stores that we need in this community.
In the last surge, they took some heavy hits, a lot of death and illness with the workers, and these are members of our community. So we enacted another hero pay. We passed through City Council asking for $5 an hour additional just for 4 months till we get out of this period. The markets didn't like that, and they were threatening to close stores if we passed that. And sure enough, Ralph's announced they were closing 3 stores, including this one. The neighbors, they organized this protest, and we're here to support them. They don't want their neighborhood market to close.
This community needs this store. Where would they get their produce? Where would they get their milk? It's so many mothers, single parents.
¿Dónde vamos a ir las personas que no tienen carro y luego con esta pandemia? Pienso yo que está mal.
We're trying to make sure that employees aren't laid off, that they get jobs other places. The real goal is to keep it open, and there may be some additional federal funding or state money to give them an incentive to stay but they really just need to do the right thing.
South LA needs every single grocery store. In fact, we need more grocery stores.
Councilmember Kern Price has been at the forefront of encouraging residents of District 9 to get the COVID-19 vaccine. His frequent partner in these efforts has been the St. John's Well Child and Family Center. They recently teamed up again for a pop-up vaccination event at St. Patrick's Church. Take a look.
We're here at St. Patrick's Church as part of our effort in getting our community vaccinated. We're here in partnership with the St. John Well Center, and individuals will be vaccinated to make sure that they are safe from the coronavirus.
En esta mañana estamos ofreciendo 400 vacunas de Johnson & Johnson a la comunidad. Sabemos que hay desafortunadamente lugares que no ofrecen las vacunas, entonces para mejorar eso estamos trayendo las vacunas a este sitio para que los residentes que son parte de la comunidad de San Patricio tengan la oportunidad de vacunarse.
It's okay to be nervous, it's okay to be scared, but this is about community. This is about taking care of one another.
As I was approaching the lady, I was like, oh my God, like this is actually happening. Like, you know, I was really excited. But most of all, I just wanted to get it over with just because I really want to take care of like my family and stuff.
Esta es una pandemia que está afectándonos a todos, directamente e indirectamente. Entonces es importante que todos nos vacunemos si queremos que esta pandemia llegue al final.
Let's follow the science. Let's take the precautions necessary so that we can all survive. Social distancing is going to continue to be an issue. Wearing a mask is going to continue to be an issue for the short term. But we're in this together, and we have to cooperate and work to make sure we are all safe.
In this week's edition of LA Gives Back, we drop by the weekly grocery giveaway run by Team Cedillo in District 1. They emphasize that the crisis may be close to over, but the road back to normal is still pretty long.
The community coming together and different groups activating and working together has been the silver lining of this horrible situation that we're starting to come out of. Our chief of staff wanted us to focus throughout this pandemic on basics. So we've been doing food giveaways every week, all over our district.
Although the pandemic is getting better and we're moving along because people are getting vaccinated, there's still a lot of people that are facing food insecurity.
Well, we're really excited about partnering with City Council member Gil Cedillo and Kevin De Leon. A lot of our students are in their districts. We're seeing amongst our families a really big need. First, to find out where can I get tested, where do I get vaccinated, but then also, I still don't have a job, I still need food.
If you see what's happening back east, what you're seeing in Europe, you know, that's why the PPE is so important as well as the food, because it's going to be a little while before we're going to be totally back to normal.
Es una aportación muy importante, por ejemplo, para mi familia, que somos 4 miembros. Entonces, esta comida me ayuda para hacer en esta semana, ¿verdad? Poner comida en mi mesa. Y es una aportación muy importante porque él nos está dejando saber que le importa a la comunidad.
It is exciting to help people with these things that they need as we get closer to hopefully a more normal, you know, Los Angeles.
The Crenshaw YMCA held a community event with Michelson Found Animals. The event provided virtually everything needed for pet owners to keep and care for their furry family members. Check this out.
Today we hosted this event for our pets to basically provide them with everything from vaccinations to spay and neuter to actually getting any kind of other wellness support.
At a place like the YMCA where they're giving to the community and making sure that people are fed, we're trying to do our part and make sure that animals are being fed also, and trying to keep the animals from being surrendered at shelter.
It's important to be out here in the community and take advantage of the free services that are provided to us, especially in this time.
Es muy importante venir hoy porque la comunidad está prestando servicios como para la limpieza del perro o el bienestar del perro. ¿Cuál de esos es que le van a ofrecer tratamiento para las pulgas, limpieza de oídos, de las uñas y también tengo entendido que van a poner vacunas?
There's so many people out here trying to make sure that we get the right thing done for our babies, their family.
A few years ago, the Auto Club AAA introduced their Don't Drive Intoxicated campaign. The campaign is an effort to bring awareness to the potentially deadly practice of distracted driving. And now AAA has some help getting their message out. Compliments of the LAPD.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, in 2019, this is the latest data that's available, 3,142 people died in this country as a result of distracted driving. That was an average of 9 deaths per day because of something that is entirely preventable.
So distracted driving is anything that causes you to take your attention, your full attention, off what you're doing when you're driving. So it can be, getting some food out of a container, it can be a text, it can be receiving a phone call, anything that causes you to divert your attention from your job of being a safe driver and being able to react.
The same consequences that we see with alcohol-impaired driving can happen when people are distracted behind the wheel. This is the 4th year of the Auto Club's initiative, Don't Drive Intoxicated, Don't Drive Intoxicated. And the purpose of this initiative is to remind drivers that the consequences of both getting behind the wheel after drinking alcohol and using that smartphone behind the wheel when driving could be the same.
Algo difícil para pasar en este árbol de acá. La verdad que para mí este árbol que estoy viendo acá pasan muchas cosas de tristeza. ¿Por qué digo eso? Me acuerdo de Marlene y Amy, que aquí se quedó ella.
Texting while driving in particular is a true triple threat because it does take your eyes off of the road, your hands off the steering wheel, and your mind off of what should be the most important task at hand, which is focusing on the road ahead. The Auto Club reminds everybody that there is no text, no email that is worth somebody's life.
If you see somebody that's driving in a dangerous manner, call 911. That's an emergency. The public safety, anything that jeopardizes the public safety is a hazard and is an emergency call.
New street banners spread pandemic awareness in CD9. The LA City Attorney gets behind a high school over a scrap metal issue. And Magic Mountain is closing as a vaccination site. These stories up next on City Beat.
Councilmember Curran Price's initiative to inform neighbors of available COVID-19 resources will have a new look. The new 9th District will soon have a series of informational street banners posted at Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, Vermont Avenue, and other major corridors. The banners are a part of the council members' continuing effort to inform residents of the help and services available to combat COVID-19. Information regarding help in the new 9th can also be found by calling 323-846-2651. The Los Angeles City Attorney Mike Feuer is helping Jordan High School with a health and safety issue. Atlas Metals, the scrap metal recycler, shares 2 borders with the school and has long been the source of metal shards launched onto the Jordan High School campus. The city attorney has filed a lawsuit seeking abatement of the nuisance, a permanent injunction, and civil penalties against the business. The high school has had to fence off part of its campus due to the situation. The large-scale Magic Mountain vaccine site will soon be closing. After vaccinating more than 125,000 city and county residents, the amusement park has been given the green light to reopen for business as usual. Sites that will replace Magic Mountain will open at College of the Canyons and the Palmdale Oasis Park Recreation Center. Other county megasites, such as the Pomona Fairplex, the Forum in Inglewood, and Cal State Northridge, are available for vaccines.
Councilmember Bob Blumenfield was joined by LA City engineers to celebrate the completion of the Great Street project in Reseda, and excited residents were also on hand to welcome these long-awaited improvements.
We're here in Reseda this morning to celebrate the completion of the Sherman Way Great Street. This is a wonderful project that really is improving Sherman Way, which is a critical corridor in Reseda. It's going to both create a better sense of place, but also make it a safer area.
This is a really wonderful project. It's a 1 mile long streetscape improvement. You know, a combination of making a community space with street furniture, more trees, better parkways, and improved sidewalks and curb ramps.
It took a planning effort with the community to hear their concerns and to brainstorm together ways that we could help reinvest in Sherman Way.
Este proyecto es básicamente un mejoramiento en las calles de Sherman Way. Y los residentes pueden disfrutar del mejoramiento de este proyecto. Incluso mejoramos varios sidewalks que sea más mejor para las personas que caminan también.
So this is a follow-on. This is a year later, and we're celebrating with the new street sign. We're not riding the bike across each of them, but all of those improvements have now been made.
So this just adds to the district, and it really matters to me that we're, that we're starting to bloom again. That's really what happened.
When a natural disaster strikes, the Los Angeles Emergency Management Department is often the epicenter for information. Channel 35 spoke with 3 key members of that department who gave us insight on their duties.
I am the division chief over the planning division and the community preparedness and engagement division. We review the plans for other city agencies so we can make sure that we are prepared for any disaster that will affect the residents of our city. We help support other city agencies in their response to any event in our city, when currently it's the global pandemic. I think since the time I was a little girl, I always needed to have a purpose and a mission to help others and to support others. And that's kind of been a consistent string throughout my life. It calls to me to be a civil servant. As a woman, we're in an age and an era where we can do anything we want. I'm excited for the young women of today.
As the Public Information Officer for the Emergency Management Department, I am charged with coordinating amongst all the other public information directors and communication staff within the city to create a one-voice messaging platform for the city of Los Angeles as we cope with emergencies and even prepare for emergencies. Emergency preparedness is so broad, and I think with the pandemic, we've learned that a personal emergency can turn into a larger catastrophic emergency. My main piece of career advice is that anything is possible as long as you believe in yourself.
My role in the city's ability to respond to emergencies is to ensure that people with disabilities are included in the citywide response and planning efforts. My mission in life is to make a difference, and that's what I love about emergency management, that you're in the background and you're able to make some type of difference to someone out there. I get to be that person, and that's what I love about this job.
For all emergency-related information, you can stay up to date by following @ReadyLA on social media platforms, and to obtain emergency alerts, you can register with notifyla.org.
Have you ever heard of a smart bus? A public transportation vehicle that can collect data for more comfortable, efficient rides in the future? A bus that is ecologically responsible? Well, it's here in Los Angeles. Channel 35 got a sneak peek at the direction all LA City buses are headed in by 2028.
If you want motoring for just a penny a mile, you should look to electricity.
The Green New Deal for Los Angeles requires the Los Angeles Department of Transportation to transition to a completely 100% zero-emission fleet by 2028. These buses, the first 160, will be the first 160 units of that fleet. Somebody boarding this bus might initially think, oh, it's other than the cool new paint job, it looks pretty much like the same as the other buses. But actually, when you dig into the details, it's a lot different. Rather than an internal combustion diesel burning engine, we have a electric engine, which doesn't have all the moving parts or the pistons or the conduits for cooling agents or belts of a normal engine, and as a result has much less maintenance costs. Every single one of our new buses actually has software installed that essentially makes it a smart bus that gives us information about braking patterns, about where on the road there might be issues, and we can use that for driver training and to improve the overall customer experience. Not only is this bus itself eco-friendly, but every time they ride the bus, they're making a choice that improves the environment. Rather than taking their car, they are reducing traffic and congestion on the roadway, which reduces pollution.
Ask anyone what's the movie-making capital of the world, and they're gonna tell you Hollywood. Well, would you ever have imagined that here in LA we don't even have a motion pictures museum? Fortunately, that's about to change. Check this out.
The Academy Museum of Motion Pictures will be the largest institution in the United States devoted to the arts, sciences, and artists of movie making. Our exhibitions and programs are global in outlook, but they're also grounded in the unparalleled collections of the Academy Museum and the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. The Academy Museum will finally bring a film museum to this wonderful city of ours, and it will add to the museum's landscape in a way that we don't have yet at this moment in time. We have different wonderful art museums that sometimes embrace artists that work with film and cinema, but our museum will be devoted to the arts and science of cinema, and I think we will have different opportunities to dive deeper into this wonderful field and create a bigger awareness for cinema as an art form. Stories of Cinema is an exhibition that spans over 3 floors at the Academy Museum when we open. It explores the celebratory, complex, diverse, and international stories of movies, movie makers, and the artworks they create. While there is much to celebrate and honor, as we all know, there's also much to contextualize, because there were quite a few less proud moments in the history of cinema, as well as in the history of the Academy, and we will really dive into that as well. The museum will open on September 30th of this year, of 2021. We want to welcome visitors from Los Angeles and hopefully soon also from around the world. We hope to inspire discourse, joy, and a sense of discovery with our exhibitions and programs.
We go from celebrating a 21st century museum to a museum that celebrates history from the late 19th century. In our feature story this week, Maria Hall-Brown sits down with Jim Finn of the Los Angeles Fire Department Historical Society to talk about the evolution of firefighting in the city of LA.
I'm delighted to be here at the LA Fire Department Museum, and I am joined by the president of the LA Fire Department Historical Society, retired Captain Jim Finn. Nice to have you with me today.
Thank you, Maria.
And nice to be in such an incredibly rich environment. Well, it's now packed in here.
Yes.
With such an incredible array. So what are some of the most interesting elements that you've been able to glean and bring in here that would fascinate even people who don't know about the fire department?
Well, actually the earliest of our apparatus is a Hayes aerial, and it's from the early 1880s. This aerial ladder that was much improved over what they were using. We have one of the very few, if not the only, existing Hayes aerial left in the world. The steamer that's sitting right behind you is from 1887, the LA Fire Department. That was one of our earliest purchases when we became a paid department.
There's the what, it's visually fascinating, the stories are interesting, the people involved, have a long and interesting story to tell. So there's the what, but there's the why. Why is this place here? And why is it important for, us to know that it's here? And, why should we think about all of these stories and understand the history of the LA Fire Department?
Well, history is obviously very important in whatever walk of life you're in, or just life itself. If you don't know where you're coming from or where you've been, then you really don't know where you're going. And it's kind of funny how this job in particular, the more things change, the more they're the same, it seems like.
Well, if people want to get more information about this museum and when they can come and when it's going to be, more open and it's free, which is the best part.
Right.
What's the best website?
lafdmuseum.org.
All right. Well, Jim, this has been an ultimate delight, and this is a fascinating place, and I cannot emphasize that you need to get a lot of people in here to support everything that you're doing.
Thank you, Maria. I appreciate you coming.
Take part in the Class Parks Teen Program. Help yourself to free mulch or take a journey through Brazilian music. All this up next on Things to Do.
Attention LA youth. The LA Department of Recreation and Parks is looking for a few good teens. The registration for the Class Parks program is officially open. Take classes on topics from girl talk to fitness to finances at rec center locations like Cypress and Green Meadows. Get informed and get a dose of summer fun at the Class Parks Teen Program. Classes run April 19th through June 25th. To register, visit reg.laparks.org. Get a jump on that spring garden with free mulch, compliments of the LA Department of Sanitation. You're invited to visit any of their 10 self-service locations. You can take as much as you need for residential use. Just bring a shovel and your own bag and have at it. To learn more about where to pick up your free mulch, visit lacitysand.org/free mulch. The Los Angeles Public Library would like to invite you to check out their latest installment in their LA Made series. A Journey Through Brazilian Music features Sergio Milnichenko, a longtime radio host of the Brazilian Hour. He will moderate a vibrant concert lecture with Silvia Nicolato, Roberto Montero, and Mika Muti, 3 musicians that bring Brazil's diverse musical traditions to life. A Journey Through Brazilian Music will be streaming on YouTube and Facebook Thursday, April 22nd at 4 p.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. And that's a look at some virtual things to do.
And that's it for this edition. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacdview.org. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.
Good morning and welcome to the Los Angeles City Council. Today is Wednesday, April 21st. I'm Nuri Martinez, the President of the City Council. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Blumenfield. Councilmember Blumenfield.
Yes, present, accounted for, here.
Bonin.
Bonin here.
Buscaino.
Here.
Cedillo.
Cedillo. Here.
De Leon. Harris Dawson.
Aye.
Koretz.
Present.
Krikorian.
Here.
Lee. Martinez.
Present.
O'Farrell.
Present.
Price.
Here.
Rahman. Here. Ridley Thomas. Rodriguez. Here. Back to Councilmember De Leon.
Here.
All right. 14 members and a quorum, Madam President.
First order of business.
Approval the April 20, 2021 minutes.
Mr. Price moves and Mr. O'Farrell seconds. Next.
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Mr. Buscaino moves and Mr. Cedillo seconds. Next.
Madam President, would council like all items to go forthwith today?
Without objection, that will be the order. Next.
Items 1 through 19 are items for which public hearings have been held. The Reseda Neighborhood Council submitted a community impact statement of support for item 5. Items 20 through 26 are items for which public hearings have not been held. Items 27 through 30 are closed session items considered by the Budget and Finance Committee. 10 votes are required for consideration.
Without objection, those items are now before us. Members, do you wish to call any of these items special? Mr. Koretz?
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to call item 20 special for comments and a substitute motion.
Okay, go ahead and read that.
My office has circulated the substitute resolution for this item. I don't have the exact wording before me, but it does not change the resolved clauses in any way. It just makes a technical adjustment so that we're referencing the correct treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons that the City Council previously supported.
Okay, sir, you've circulated the substitute motion?
Yes, and it doesn't impact the resolved clauses at all.
Okay, thank you. And do you have any other items, Mr. Koretz?
That's it. Thank you.
Mr. Krikorian?
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to call item 24 special for comments, please.
Okay, thank you. Any other items, members? Okay, seeing none, what items are available to vote on, Madam Clerk?
Madam President, items 1 through 19 are available for council to vote on.
Okay, let's go ahead and call the roll.
Blumenfield.
Blumenfield, aye.
Bonin.
Bonin, aye.
Buscaino.
Aye.
Cedillo.
Cedillo, aye.
De Leon.
Aye. Where's our phones?
Harris Dawson. Councilmember Harris Dawson?
Yes.
Koretz?
Aye.
Krikorian?
Aye.
Lee?
Aye.
Martinez?
Aye.
O'Farrell?
Aye.
Price?
Aye.
Rahman?
Aye.
Ridley Thomas?
Aye.
Rodriguez?
Aye.
15 ayes. These items are adopted forthwith.
Okay, Mr. Gregorian, would you like to speak on the closed session items 27 through 30? I'm sorry, 27 through 30.
Thank you, Madam President. 1 second, please. So items 27 through 30 are all matters that have been considered by the Budget and Finance Committee. These are routine settlements, and Budget and Finance recommends approval of the City Attorney's recommendations. That can be done in open session unless members have questions or concerns.
Members, are there any questions on any of the closed session items before we vote? Okay, seeing none, Madam Clerk?
Item number 27, in the case entitled Ron Sarfate versus City of Los Angeles, there is a recommendation to expend up to $115,250.24 plus any applicable interest in settlement. Item 28, in the case entitled Joseph Fernandez versus City of Los Angeles, there is a recommendation to expend up to $150,000 in settlement. Item number 29, in the case entitled Dolores Munguia Guion versus City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to expend up to $275,000 in settlement. And finally, item 30, in the case entitled Dermot Givens versus City of Los Angeles et al., there is a recommendation to reject the plaintiff's offer of settlement.
Okay, let's go ahead and prepare to vote on those items 27 through 30. Please call the roll.
Blumenfield.
Blumenfield, aye.
Bonin.
Bonin, aye.
Buscaino.
Aye.
Cedillo.
Aye.
De Leon.
Aye.
Harris Dawson.
Yes.
Koretz.
Aye.
Krikorian.
Aye.
Lee. Councilmember Lee. Martinez.
Aye.
O'Farrell.
Aye.
Price.
Aye.
Rahman.
Aye.
Ridley Thomas.
Aye.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
Okay, Madam Clerk, we have to go back to Mr. Lee. It seems like he was having technical difficulties on his end. He dropped off the meeting. Give us just a second. Okay, Madam Clerk, let's go ahead and tabulate the vote on these items. Oh, there he is. Mr. Lee, can you hear us?
Yes, sorry, I'm having a little technical difficulty.
No problem. Do you want to record your vote
Yes.
on these
Can I
items?
record an aye vote.
Thank you.
please?
Madam Clerk?
15 ayes. These items are adopted forthwith.
Thank you. Let's go ahead and move on to public comment.
As indicated on the agenda, members of the public wishing to offer public comment should call 669
Thank you.
254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466 and then press the pound
Laura.
key. Then press pound again when prompted for a participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. Finally, when you hear the last 4 digits of your phone number being called out, press star 6. Again, call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466, then press pound. Press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. And finally, when you hear the last 4 digits of your phone number being called out, press star 6.
So, to members of the public calling in, when it's your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak on. You have 1 minute per item to speak, up to 3 minutes total, and if you wish, 1 minute for general public comment. Please speak to the items before providing general public comment. We'll tell you when your time's up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you're not speaking on topic, or if we can't tell whether you're on topic, you'll get one brief warning from me or the president. If you don't immediately get clearly on topic, or if you again stray off topic, you'll forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we'll move on to the next speaker. We'll take 30 minutes total of public comment. The only items that are open for public comment are items 20 through 26. That's 20 through 26. Finally, for members of the public calling in to speak, when you hear someone read off the last 4 digits of your phone number or other identifying information such as caller number 1 if you're dialing on a block number, it's your turn to speak. Please immediately press star 6 to unmute yourself to tell us what items you want to speak on. We understand that you may be listening on channel 35, computer, other device, but please keep one ear to the phone. There's a time delay between the live meeting and the broadcast, and if you're only listening to the broadcast, you may not hear in live time when we read off the last 4 digits of your phone number. You may not press star 6 quickly, and we'll think you're not on the line and move on to the next speaker. Finally, if you're also listening on another device, please turn down the volume on those other devices right away. Because of the time delay and feedback, there's going to be a lot of confusion if you're listening to the broadcast on another device. Thank you, Madam President. We are ready for public comment.
Okay, let's just go ahead and take the first caller.
Caller ending in 7719, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Please state your name and the items you'd like to speak on.
Thank you. It's Eric Previn. I'd like to speak on 22, 26, general public comment, and I'd also like to speak on, I believe it's 20, I'll identify it just before I speak on it. Thank you. 24. Sure. Okay. So first of all, thanks to Gregorian for urging to get with the federal program to call upon Azerbaijan to immediately return all the prisoners of war and captured civilians and related matters. This is an important step, and thank him for leading there. And I would like to just quickly admonish the County Board of Supervisors who have rolled back the normally robust series of Armenian recognitions during this month to yesterday there were only 2 on the agenda. This is an insult because normally they do every Tuesday meeting significant presentations and efforts. So it's very bad, and I think Janice Hahn and Catherine Barger need to do some soul searching. Item number 22 is very interesting. This, the LA Times will remember when their eyebrows popped off their head, is the one I brought to the attention when Englander had been testing the idea of a vacating city property up in public safety, his little domain. Now, the day he called to do it, he wasn't there. O'Farrell was presiding. But in one of the most appalling, clear recognitions that Weezer was manipulating developers to try to get them to donate to his wife's campaign. That's what happened. Damien Hilseth was the developer,
so Mr.
and
Previn,
his lawyer, they were just like, why is this taking so long to get...
Mr. Previn, we seem to be pretty far off of the item. I'm kind of go back
No, this is the vacation of it's the 21-0345, Fauble, CD 14, item 22.
Go ahead,
Santa
Mr.
Fe
Previn.
Avenue. Yeah. Thank you for remaining seated and minding your own business. It was very upsetting, and in the end, they denied this guy the vacation back in 2018 in September, and he went off, you know, sheepishly. But then the FBI, our heroes, showed up and found that not just small things like vacations of city property and easements and things that you could hand out to people while holding them up for contributions, but actually money in briefcases were being funneled into Councilmember Weezar's
So again, Mr.
group.
Previn, can we get back on the items? I mean, you
Yeah, well,
seem
this
to
is the
move-
item. It was a piece of property between two properties he owned, city property. They wanted to vacate it because they needed it to clean up and do a good job. They're very good stewards of their neighborhood, and they were being held up by the council member. This is the exact kind of problem that I want all the authorities and the public to hear about, because it was Englander who was actually leading these. Holly Wolcott will also remember, for the record, that's the city clerk. It was not just moving vacations to public safety. It was also moving liens against property to budget and finance, where poor Krikorian, who tries to look like a clean guy, was forced to usher people around through a maze where the LAPD, it's an embarrassment. We have to get it right. We have to, you know, the Civic Memory Work Group is something that the mayor has been working on with his group of helpers to kind of
You can go into
come
general if you
forward
want, Mr.
and
Previn.
talk about the truthful experiences that we've all been through, not just with LAPD, but even in planning and in these kinds of things. Like, Phobal, for example, where are you with your effort to take comments on all items noticed on a special meeting agenda? We had to file a contempt claim against your group, and yet, you know, you still persist. So let me just say, as we move forward, Councilmember Martinez, we would urge you to pick somebody to be the number 3 after. I think you've put Mr. Buscaino in the number 2 position. For number 3, let's have a contest, okay? Whoever can do the most work at making the council president rather, feel like they can do the right job by talking about their plans.
Item set.
To get the job. Thank you.
Next speaker.
Caller ending in 7543, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Please state your name and the items you'd like to speak on.
Good morning. My name is Lionel Mares from Council District 6. I would like to make a general public comment.
Sure, you have 1 minute. Please begin.
Okay, regarding the budget, the mayor's budget, proposed budget, I would like, it's a good first step that they increase the budget for homelessness, but we should do more. Not just for homelessness, but other programs and agencies that help develop our communities and especially impoverished communities throughout the city of Los Angeles and the San Fernando Valley. And I will hope that the money will be spent wisely on helping the homelessness, social services, and community development programs and not be mismanaged, and that the money will be directly used to help individuals. And I would like to thank Councilmember Rahman and her staff for getting back to me. Thank you very much, Councilmember Rahman. And I just hope that we could move forward and let's just find solutions to our social problems. Thank you.
Next speaker.
Caller ending in 1541, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Please state your name and the items you'd like to speak on.
Hi, good morning, council members. My name is Emily Parker, and I'd like to speak on general public comment.
You have 1 minute. Please begin.
Thank you. I am the coastal marine scientist with Heal the Bay, and I'm also the co-chair of the Reusable LA Coalition. And I'd just like to say that we strongly support the foodware accessories upon request ordinance that was just approved. Upon reviewing the council file yesterday, we are very excited to share that there were over 450 written comments submitted in support of this ordinance by community members, and those letters included third-party delivery companies, chambers of commerce, and even local restaurants. Though many of them aren't here today because they're hard at work, those restaurants are from all over LA and include places like Casita del Campo, Sweet, Alaqua, Bar Bricks, 33 Taps, Little Pine, Del Mis Pupusas, and so many more that support this ordinance. This policy is a huge win-win. Consumers, businesses, and our environment can all benefit. And this should be our first step to further action to reduce plastic pollution in Los Angeles. It's time for a just transition away from fossil fuels, including plastics. I'd like to give a huge thank you to Council members Krikorian and Koretz for introducing this motion originally, and to the entire council for passing it just now, and to all of you as well for your continued leadership on waste reduction and environment.
Thank you, Speaker.
Caller ending in 1148, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Caller ending in 1148, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Please state your name and the items you'd like to speak on.
All available items and general public comment, please.
Sure. So you have 3 minutes for items 20 through 26, followed by 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, please begin whenever you want.
Okay. Thank you. Hail to Judge Carter's ruling. You have to put $1 billion in escrow, all Skid Row residents off, oversight of HHH, and no giveaways of public funds, lands. Hail to Judge Carter. Everything I've been saying, shoved it to you people. Item number 20, resolution for fossil fuels reduction. Absolutely, we're all doomed to go into absolute abyss if we don't get our climate under control. Meanwhile, you people are sitting there stealing from the public instead of solving these problems. Items 21 and 22, the other caller was absolutely right. These vacations, and we're looking at all of them, especially you, Dawson. You have a lot of them with that Destination Crenshaw crap. There's one here in CD 10. We're looking at all of these. They will all be revisited. Item number 24, Mr. Krikorian, establishing the city's position on HR 240, the return of all Armenian prisoners captured by Azerbaijan. The Black community stands in solidarity with the Armenian people, lockstep on this. And I want to issue an apology. Some of my Armenian friends pulled my coattail recently. I was insensitive when Mr. Krikorian first brought this up when this disaster first started. And I told him he worked for the city of LA. I apologize for my insensitivity to the Armenian people on this. And I even apologize to you, Mr. Krikorian. Too bad you can't be man enough to do the same when you voted on Council File 18-0957 to give the Black Community's Unemployment Office to Dawson as a CD8 field office. You have our neck, your knees on the Black community's neck in this regard. Item 26, oral report by the by the fire department. Just an opportunity for you people to sit there and talk and campaign and ask stupid questions. Hail to Judge Carter. Apologize to Ms. Autry Martinez. I know I'm a little bit off. Item number 11, though, is against Judge Carter's rulings. Why did you people just vote no on that? Vote yes on that?
Speaker, we've actually voted on 11, but you can talk about it in general public comment if you want.
Oh, okay. I'll do just that. I think I'm about there, aren't I?
Actually, you are right now, so please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yesterday, why don't you apply the rules equally, though? Yesterday, you let Cedillo, against the Brown Act violation, rebut my personal public comment. Why don't you cut this corrupt politician off? Apply the rules equally, sir. I said yesterday, you took the money, you voted for $15 million to UCLA. I didn't say where the money came from, corrupt Cedillo. I said you voted to give UCLA $15 million, and in contrast, you voted to give Dawson $3 $308,000 to take our unemployment office. You give $15 million to UCLA for their labor center. That was the correlation, not where the money came from. Yeah, it came from the state, but you people voted for it, like you gave him $2 million for.
Next speaker. Next speaker. Next speaker.
The next caller, telephone number ending in 7186. Would you press *6 to unmute yourself, please?
Yes, my name's Alex, and I'm going to be speaking on general public comment.
You have 1 minute. Please go ahead.
Hi, from year 2 of only having 2 meetings a week, and day 83 we haven't used the FEMA money. Some of you tweeted about Derek Chauvin's trial and how this is a step towards justice. You were all so performative and fucking fake. The mayor's proposed budget includes 46% of our money going to LAPD. That is a joke. And every one of you who choose to support LAPD in funding the police is an act of active violence to Angelinos of color. LAPD broke someone's arm at Echo Park Lake. I watched LAPD beat people with batons and a crowd of children and animals. It's so easy to tweet about George Floyd and Breonna Taylor because they're not here in LA, but police killings and brutality happen in LA weekly. If you speak the name of George Floyd but not Dejan Kazee, not Daniel Hernandez, not Melly Corrado, you're lying. You bring shame to our city. We will vote you out when all your terms are up, starting with Mitch O'Farrell, with Buscaina, who already gave up, and Garcetti. Get ready, because if you're not going to fix LA, we're going to get rid of you, and we're going to do it ourselves, because activists have been doing this the entire time. Shame on all of you. Act now. You fucking waste time talking to each other and campaigning and all this bullshit. You have $10 billion just sitting around that could be used to home houseless people. Fucking act. I yield my time. God fucking damn you.
Next speaker.
Caller ending in 4024, press *6 to unmute yourself. Caller ending in 4024, press *6 to unmute yourself. Please state your name and the items you'd like to speak on.
Good morning.
Speaker, which items do you want to speak on?
I want to say hi to my fans first. Hi, Mommy.
Speaker,
it's
what items
me,
do you want to speak on?
Herman.
All right, Madam President.
I want to speak on item 20. I'd like to speak on item 21, 22, 24, 26. And I love the comment that young woman said, God fucking damn you.
So, Speaker,
let me start on item 20.
Speaker, you'll have 3 minutes followed by 1 minute. And let me ask you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I need general public comment, mister.
Followed by a minute for
criminal of misconduct.
So, Speaker, may I ask you to please not use your usual racially insensitive comments? You're going to get your time, but it's really not necessary to make your viewpoints, and using that language really creates an intolerable environment for a lot of other people. So please go ahead now, Speaker.
Press *6 to unmute yourself.
Am I on now, sir?
Go ahead.
Oh, regarding fossil fuel, yeah, it's going to lead to a climate change like all the asteroids in the universe that keep coming close to the Earth and going to create a plasmatic evolution, which might end up being a doomsday. Item 21 and 22, I don't care too much for vacation, because vacation means you steal land through Plum, through Harris Dawson, who under 18 U.S.C. 1962D is dumb. What about 24 now? H.R. 240. God bless Turkey. I love the Turkey. You know, Turkey did a great job of controlling its level of society to keep illegals out. God bless you, Turkey government. As far as I know, the Armenian people just keep making things up. Item 26 now, Mr. Attorney, of misconduct. The oral report of the campaign donations by the Los Angeles Fire Department. Well, remember when they had that explosion downtown through your illegal marijuana campaign donations? Well, that's the reason why the fire department keeps asking for campaign donations, because it helps keep the fires out of our marijuana distribution plants. That's why they call it systemic racism. Can I go to my general public comment, Mr. Dumbass?
Go ahead, you have 1 minute.
Thank you, asshole. Systemic racism is in our political arena. Systemic racism deals with morons, stupid, incoherent, fat slobs that sit there stuffing their donuts up and in and out of their mouth, Joe Butt Anus. And you too, Ridley Chongo Thug, when you built that garage into a daycare center, how dare you, you fool? And what about that Second Amendment violator, you from Tijuana, Mr. Kevin De Leon? Button up your shirt and stop sucking on your cereal, fool. God damn, I can't stand liars. And systemic racism is discrimination when it comes to education, law enforcement, and 42 U.S.C. 1983. Fuck all of you, mommy.
Thank you,
Next speaker.
Caller ending in 6523, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Please state your
Hi.
name and the items you'd like to speak on.
This is Zarina. I want to speak on item 3 in general public comment, please.
Sorry, I couldn't understand what you said. What was the first item?
Item 3 in general public comment, please.
So item 3 we've already voted on, but you can talk about it in general public comment if you want. So we'll give you a minute for general.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So using my general public comment to talk about item 3, transferring $108,000 of funds to traffic cops, especially a week after Dante Wright was murdered. You guys should, again, be at least trying to create a system that is equitable instead of funneling more money through to police. I want to express my anger in general public comment just at the outright performative and theatrical responses from you all in response to the George Floyd verdict yesterday. Nearly all of you have taken campaign money from the LAPPL. You were all bought. You guys are eager to write about what happened 1,500 miles away and stay silent here in LA. Mr. O'Farrell, your decision to remove people from the lake, homeless people, a majority of whom are Black in Los Angeles, was reinforced, like you did in the press, with dangerous stereotypes about crime and drug use, the same stereotypes that led to Mr. Floyd's death and assassinated his character in the year after. Ms. Rodriguez, you called Herb Weston a little dark dude on the record just a few months ago, a statement to a man who is your elder that is laden in Jim Crow era sentiment. Nearly all of you are responsive to a mayor, again, who just...
Thank you, Speaker.
Caller ending in 8919, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Please state your name and the items you'd like to speak on.
Hi, this is Wayne McFadden. I would like to just speak on a general public comment.
And you have a minute. Please begin.
Yeah, just want to start by uplifting the last speaker's points. I think, we saw last year our city call out for real change, and all you guys have given us is empty platitudes and lip service. So I think we need to do better. And I also just wanted to take this second real quick to say I'm the co-chair on the ad hoc policing committee on the Los Feliz Neighborhood Council. And I was disappointed in Mitch O'Farrell's rep, George Hackopinus, yesterday coming on and just saying some falsehoods, especially about policing. He seemed to imply that there was no coordination between Mitch O'Farrell's office and the police, which we simply know is not true because 500 or so police showed up at Echo Park. That doesn't just happen. That isn't something that LAPD just decides to do. So I think Mitch O'Farrell should really stop lying about his coordination with the LAPD and just admit that he used the police
Thank you, Speaker.
Next speaker.
Caller ending in 5670, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Please state your name and the items you'd like to speak on.
Good morning. This is Zai. I'd like to speak on item 20 and general public comment.
Sure. So you have a minute for each. Please begin with item 20.
Wonderful. Thank you. And good morning, Council. My name is Wilder Zeiser, they, them pronouns. I'm an Angelino and a climate campaigner at Stand.Earth. We're an environmental nonprofit organization which represents thousands of constituents in the LA area and even more worldwide. The important vote today to endorse the Fossil Fuel Non-Proliferation Treaty connects the action that we need to take at the global level with the action that we need to take at the local level in Los Angeles and everywhere to protect the climate and community health and safety. With this vote, Los Angeles will become the first city in the United States to endorse the treaty. And we thank the Council, and especially to Councilmember Koretz, for your leadership. In a week, when the whole country is thinking about steps toward justice, we applaud this step toward climate and environmental justice. The stakes could not be higher globally or locally. Disasters like the Aliso Canyon gas leak are a reminder of why we need action at every level of government to stop the fossil fuel industry from poisoning the frontline communities, and why we need action to phase out fossil fuels.
Please go ahead for your general. Speaker, are you there? I think he fell off the call. Well, call back if you can, and you'll get your extra minute. Next speaker.
Caller ending in 7006, press star 6 to unmute yourself.
Mommy, it's me! Good morning, Daddy, Gil!
So, which items would you like to speak on, Speaker? Speaker, which items?
Yes. I want to speak on the items 184, 25.
Speaker, you know those items. There isn't even an item 84. Which items do you want to speak on?
Well, the ones that say on the agenda public comment has not been held.
You have 3 minutes for items 20 through 26, followed by 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin.
It's so hard now, Gil. They make you scroll on this new website. Number 20. Oh, and general public comment also later, because I know if I don't say that, you'll fucking cheat me out of it. Yes. Now, number 20. Proliferation of treaties. I don't want to sign a treaty. No. No, and number 1. When you sign treaties, especially with those fucking people in France, that means they tax you. And Gil Cedillo knows it. The only thing this is all about is raising taxes. And if you raise taxes, you pay more for gas. No, we don't want number 20. Peppa Pig! Koretz wants number 20. Because he only lives 3 miles from his real home outside the city of LA. The rest of us have to drive. Then 21. 21's a fucking shithole. Who the fuck wants to be a shithole place? 6th Street. No, nobody wants to be there. So if somebody wants it, you could have it. No, we get the CD14. And Mr. Cereal Eater can't lay up. No, the alley southern of Washington Boulevard to Santa Fe, another useless shithole. No, you can have that too. In fact, let's pay the developer $14,980 to take it away from us. The petitioner shouldn't have to pay anything. We should pay the petitioner to take this shit off of our hands. Thank you, developer, and thank you for your campaign donation to whatever criminal you give it to. Number 23, an easement for sanitary sewer. Yes, on number 23, again, it's Mike Bonin. Having a way to flush all the drug needles and condoms out of the 11th district in the sewers out to the Santa Monica Bay. That way, all the sea lions eat it, and then it saves the environment. That's why you don't need number 20. Mike Bonin knows how to protect the environment on number 23. Now we get 24. The program for House resolution. Oh, the Armenians are still in those jails in Azerbaijan? Maybe Armenia should stop fighting
You can move
wars
on to
they
general
can't
if you wish,
win.
Speaker.
They call it a genocide. And now we got this fucking shit. No on number 24, but yes on the friendly amendment. Return each rat Krikorian to his rightful mother. Now we get to general public comment, if I may. Do I get my minute?
You're already on it. Please begin.
Yes. Thank you, Judge Carter, for shoving a large, big federal cock up the asses of the city. It's about time. $1 billion fucking dollars will be immediately deposited in Chase Bank, payable to Nithya Raman and Gil Garcetti in equal shares to go ahead and fight homelessness. So I hereby put Gil Cedillo, the next mayor of LA, Nithya Raman.
Thank you, Speaker. Next speaker.
Caller ending in 5670, press star 6 to unmute yourself. Please state your name
Hello,
and the
this
items
is
you'd like
I
to speak.
again. I was cut off on item 20.
Oh,
I'd like
sure.
to finish
So
my comment. If I
you
may.
have a minute for general public comment. Please begin.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, so this important vote today to endorse the Fossil Fuel Non-Proliferation Treaty, I urge you all to vote a yes. And with this vote, Los Angeles will become the first city to endorse the treaty. Special thanks to Coretz for your leadership on this. This continued action includes safe cities policies that will stop fossil fuel expansion, phase out fossil fuels, and create a just transition for all workers and communities in the city of Los Angeles. We appreciate the city's ongoing commitment to exceeding the goals of the Paris Climate Agreement. Thank you so much for your time and consideration, Council.
Thank
I
you,
cede my
Speaker.
time.
Thank you, Speaker.
Okay, that concludes public comment. Members, just go ahead and prepare to vote on the following items. Items 21 through 26 and item 25. I'm sorry, 21 through 23 and item 25. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Blumenfield,
Blumenfield, aye.
Bonin,
Bonin, aye.
Buscaino,
Aye.
Cedillo,
Cedillo, aye.
De Leon,
Aye.
Harris Dawson,
Yes.
Koretz,
Aye.
Krikorian,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Martinez,
Aye.
O'Farrell,
Aye.
Price,
Aye.
Rahman,
Aye.
Ridley Thomas,
Aye.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
15 ayes. These items are adopted forthwith.
Okay, members, let's move on to item 26. This is a verbal update from the LA Fire Department. Let me make sure they're in our meeting. There won't be no council action on this item. It's simply a verbal report.
Okay, good morning, Madam President and honorable council members. My name is Assistant Chief Ellsworth Fortman. I'm the commander of COVID division for the Los Angeles Fire Department. I'm here to provide a brief update from the previous report as instructed by this body.
Captain, just a second. I'm sorry, Chief. Who else is with you besides you? Is there anyone else from the fire department that's going to be speaking on this item?
I am unaware of that.
This is Chief Everett. I'm just here if any other questions come up that Chief Fortman is
Okay.
unable to respond to.
Thank you, Chief. Okay. Go right ahead, sir. Chief Foreman.
Thank you. So one was the budgetary needs to expand our mobile clinics to add 3 more. So we've been operating 10 mobile vaccination and testing teams, staffed with 3 firefighter paramedics, one of which is on a full-time detail. The other 2 are brought in as additionals to help with drawing vaccines. Our partners from CORE provide us with 10 to 15 staffers for line management, documentation, pre-check, things like that. And our other partner, Carbon Health, provides us with 4 to 6 clinicians to assist with the administration of vaccines. We also recently took over the Cal State LA vaccination site, which gave us 3 additional mobile teams. We're utilizing those 2 teams to augment our current cadre of mobile vaccination and testing teams. At this time, I'm not planning to add any additional mobile teams to our cadre until we get to a point that we're past the mass vaccination. We'll start breaking down our large sites and then redeploy staff there to mobile vaccination teams to specifically targeted areas to continue with vaccinations through our mobile system. As far as the update on the waiting list for Carbon Health, since we've expanded to the 9 fixed sites and the 10 mobile sites, along with the increased dose allocation, which is around anywhere from 95 to 125,000 a week, we have appointments now readily available, and we look forward to vaccinating all that want to get it. Currently, for this week, we have approximately 40,000 appointments still available. This is pretty normal. We see that generally early in the weeks, the appointment slots don't fill up, but by the end of the week, we've given out all of our vaccinations. When we don't, if we get to the latter part of the week, we'll utilize social media and Notify LA messaging to put out the messages that there are appointments still available. We average about a 12% no-show rate throughout all of our sites since we started vaccinating, and we've given 1,062,311 vaccinations to date, and we've tested over 4.2 million people at our city sites. That is the end of my report.
Thank you, Chief. Members, are there any questions? Okay, CNN, thank you very much for joining us, gentlemen. Thank you. Just another reminder that we will not be taking an action on this item. This was just simply a verbal report. Let's move on to item number 20. This was a substitute motion introduced by Mr. Corretz. Sir, would you like to speak on this item before we vote?
Yes, thank you for hearing this item today, Madam President. Los Angeles has made some terrific strides on climate action, from the mayor's international climate leadership to our myriad of Green New Deal efforts and the Climate Mobilization Office, and to our exciting LA 100% renewables effort, and especially our ongoing effort to end neighborhood oil drilling altogether, clean up those drill sites, and protect those Angelenos who live on the front lines of health and pollution every day. And I'm excited that our Plum Committee moved forward that effort yesterday, and I look forward to our finishing that essential job as soon as possible. We also need to actively protect the career prospects of our energy workers as we make these vital transitions, and I know we're all committed to that work around the Council Horseshoe. Unfortunately, if we're able to keep our fragile planet well under the essential and safer 1.5 degrees Celsius of warming, we need to do much more than that. The extreme storms and extreme drought we're facing right now here in LA, and our extreme firestorms are getting much worse and more costly in lives lost and cleanup costs. Yet it's happening terribly fast, and the fossil fuel industries and governments are already planning to build more fossil fuel infrastructure and produce 120% more emissions by 2030 than we can afford if we're going to keep warming below 1.5 degrees Celsius. So when the City Council approved the resolution supporting the United Nations Treaty on the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons, it inspired other cities to do the same and helped lead to the treaty's adoption. We introduced this resolution in partnership with New York City Council member Costa Constantinides and hope to achieve similarly effective results. If approved, we'll be the first in the United States to take this action. And thank you to Physicians for Social Responsibility, SoCal 350 Climate Action, NCSA, and the folks at the Fossil Fuel Non-Proliferation Treaty Initiative for their work on this. A last note, members, my office has circulated a substitute resolution for this item. It did not change the resolve clauses in any way, but just made a technical adjustment, so we're referencing the correct treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons that the City Council previously supported and is a prototype for this resolution. I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Mr. Correct. So we're going to take 2 votes on this item, Madam Clerk. One's to whether to substitute. So let's go ahead and vote on that. Please call the roll.
Blumenfield.
Blumenfield, aye.
Bonin.
Bonin, aye.
Buscaino.
Aye.
Cedillo.
Cedillo, aye.
De Leon.
Aye.
Harris Dawson.
Yes.
Koretz.
Aye.
Krikorian.
Aye.
Lee.
Mr. Lee, can you hear
Councilmember
us?
Lee.
Aye.
Thank you.
Right. Martinez.
Aye.
O'Farrell.
Aye.
Price.
Aye.
Rahman.
Aye.
Ridley Thomas.
Aye.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
15 ayes. The matter is substituted, and now for the vote on the motion itself.
Okay, let's go ahead and call the roll.
Blumenfield.
Blumenfield, aye.
Bonin.
Bonin, aye.
Buscaino.
Aye.
Cedillo.
Cedillo, aye.
De Leon.
Aye.
Harris Dawson.
Yes.
Koretz.
Aye.
Krikorian.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
O'Farrell.
Aye.
Price.
Aye.
Rahman.
Aye.
Ridley Thomas.
Aye.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
15 ayes. The motion is adopted forthwith.
Okay, let's now move on to item 24. This was called special by Mr. Krikorian.
Thank you very much, Madam President. And members, as all of you know, this Saturday, April 24th, marks the anniversary of the beginning of the Armenian genocide in 1950. And it's a day that Armenians throughout the world recognize with mourning and with demands for justice. And many of you on this council have, for many years, joined with the Armenian community in praying and grieving and making those demands for justice. And we appreciate your support in that. This year, though, this commemoration has special poignance because in September and October of last year, the military forces of Azerbaijan, with the support of the Turkish military and extremist militants that Turkey brought into the conflict zone, mercilessly and without provocation attacked the independent Republic of Artsakh, a predominantly tiny, predominantly Armenian nation that this city has long stood in solidarity with. This city recognized the independence and sovereignty of Artsakh almost 10 years ago. We have a friendship city relationship with the town of Shushi in Artsakh. And the people of Artsakh were attacked with cluster bombs, with white phosphorus, with drones and other military technology that cost the lives of thousands and thousands of Armenians, including civilians. And if that were not enough, this invasion included the kidnapping of civilians and the taking of prisoners of war. And now, months after a ceasefire was agreed to, the Republic of Azerbaijan still has not returned those kidnapped civilians and prisoners of war to their homes. They have not released them. And instead, the president of Azerbaijan has opened up a new park in Baku to celebrate the destruction of these lives, including exhibits featuring the helmets of dead Armenian soldiers, including mocking portrayals of Armenian prisoners of war who've been captured and shackled. It's a park that kids can come and visit and further develop their hatred of Armenians. So I think it's long past time for the United States of America to stop pandering to Turkey and to Azerbaijan, and to remember the lessons that Neville Chamberlain taught the world when he tried to avoid conflict and avoid confrontation with Adolf Hitler, and we saw what the results were. We are now in a situation where marking the genocide of Armenians in 1915 is no longer about history, if it ever was. It should be very clear to the world now that this is important to avoid the genocide of the 21st century, that forces in Azerbaijan and in Turkey are planning even as we speak. President Aliyev of Azerbaijan has threatened to, now that he has succeeded in taking so much of the territory of Artsakh, has threatened Armenia itself. And we can be sure that this president, so-called president, will follow through with his threats to destroy Armenians wherever he finds them. So this is an important measure pending in Congress that our own Congressman Adam Schiff has introduced to ensure that the United States takes action to guarantee the return of these POWs and civilian prisoners. And just as we have always stood in solidarity with Armenia and with the people of Artsakh in the past, I ask that this city also stand in solidarity with Congressman Schiff's effort to demand the return of these individuals, consistent with every norm of decency and international law. And so I ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Mr. Krikorian. Mr. Koretz?
Thank you, Madam President, and thank you, Mr. Krikorian. As a longtime supporter of the Armenian struggle to be heard and have their true plight not only recognized, but seen with sympathy, and as a son of a Holocaust survivor, I hear you and I stand with you and will continue to do so. When we discuss the Holocaust, we say never again or never forget. And I rise today to say, never forget the Armenian people and their history of struggle. And never forget the martyrs, the 1.5 million Armenian Christians killed by the Turks. The barbaric assault on the Armenian people last year by Azerbaijan was a brutal continuation of what Talhat Pasha began in 1915. It was quite disgusting, as Mr. Krikorian has articulated. But once again, the Armenian nation persevered and remains resilient, but it can only continue to do so with our strong support. The Armenian genocide is a reminder that we as humanity must do better to never allow such atrocities to ever take place. We must fight for recognition, and the rightful lands of Armenia should be returned. I've spent my lifetime fighting against ethnic cleansing and racism and for equality, and I'll continue to stand up for the Armenian community here around the world as we all should. And I want to thank Adam Schiff for his leadership. We really have to make this happen. We have an administration that I hope will be open to action as was said that should be taken. And I would join in asking for an aye vote.
Thank you, Mr. Koretz. Mr. DeLeon?
Thank you very much. I want to associate myself as well to our Armenian brother, Paul Kokorin, and his very powerful words that he just shared with each and every one of us, and to those who are listening via this feed in the city of LA. As we know, Brother Paul Kokorin and I, as well as Mr. Koretz and others, Mr. Cedillo, as well as Mr. Thomas, as well as Mr. Blumenfeld, and Curran Price, collectively in the state legislative body, in both the Assembly as well as the Senate, on an annual basis, we always recognized the Armenian genocide. It's 106 years, but this year, in 2021. And as we all know, last century was the first genocide, before Rwanda, before the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia, before the Holocaust, and before Sudan and other genocides have taken place throughout the world. This was the first reported official genocide. And that's why it's absolutely important that we recognize it. I've had the honor to represent the Armenian American people in the city of LA, in Little Armenia, in East Hollywood. And that's why collectively, regardless of who you are and where you come from, we rise together to lift our voices, to stand against crimes of violence against humanity, but also the geopolitics of today's current events. As we know, the Turkish government has had a very powerful hand in Washington, D.C., so much so that as leader of the California State Senate, I've had phone calls from our very own U.S. State Department. And that's not just the Trump administration, but that was specifically also from the Barack Obama administration, influencing our policy-making decisions, or whether it be resolutions as it pertains to Armenia and Turkey. So they've had a very strong hand in our U.S. government as well. So that's why we rise together. And to the point that Mr. Kokorin, as well as Mr. Koretz, have just underscored poignantly, is the invasion of a very tiny country in Artsakh, and the massacre that has taken place today with the assistance of the military of the Turkish government, and with the Russians, standing by neutral, whatever role they think they're playing. The eyes are watching very closely what is happening. And the reason why we rise together collectively is because we have the largest, because of the diaspora, whether it was the former Soviet Union back in the day, or whether it was from Lebanon or Syria, or whether it was from Iran or elsewhere. The largest diaspora came where? It came to the United States of America. It came specifically to California, parts of the Central Valley. It came to Los Angeles. And we have the largest Armenian population in the planet outside of Armenia. And that's why I want to just lend my voice to my Armenian brother, Paul Kokorin. And thank you very much for your passion and for the way you've articulated the plight of all of our Armenian Americans, not just in LA, but throughout the country, throughout the world. Thank you.
Mr. O'Farrell?
Thank you, Madam President. And Mr. Kokorin, thank you so much for just stating so completely the outrage of this entire situation, and mention of this new park in Baku that is evocative of Nazi Germany, where the Nazis celebrated human suffering for entertainment purposes. It's disgusting, it's dangerous, and I just think it's red flags abound everywhere, and it leaves me thinking that they're not going to stop at Artsakh. This ancient bloodlust has its own force of nature, and that's why it's so important that we speak out at the local level. That ancient bloodlust resulted in a takeover of Armenian ancestral homeland, and through the invasion and death, and now celebrating this humiliation of Armenian captured soldiers and death and destruction. And so I am very, very just happy that Adam Schiff has introduced HR 240. We need to speak out in unanimity. We need to call out genocide wherever it has ever been and wherever we think it might be headed. We have our own issues here in this country with the massive Native American genocide that occurred here, the genocide of African Americans brought over as slaves. And so let this reckoning illuminate all of our conscience across the world. And when we speak locally, it's very, very powerful, especially since here in the LA region, we have the largest population of Armenians outside of Armenia. And this community needs us to speak and be a voice for them. And so I'm very proud to support this, to represent Little Armenia on the LA City Council. My friends, my neighbors are traumatized by what happened in Artsakh. And that will live with the Armenian people indefinitely and forever. And so if we're ever to just get back on track and build a brighter future for everyone, we have to call out the bloody history of our past. And humanity does not have a great track record, but it is never, ever too late to do everything we can to change that course. And so resolutions like this are very, very important. And I'm very proud to be on this city council when we speak out against these types of injustices. So I also strongly support, and thank you, Mr. Krikorian, for your leadership on this issue, and colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. O'Farrell. Let's go ahead and prepare and vote on this item. Madam Clerk, please call the roll on item 24.
Blumenfield.
Blumenfield, aye.
Bonin.
Bonin, aye.
Buscaino.
Aye.
Cedillo.
Cedillo, aye.
De Leon.
Aye.
Harris Dawson.
Yes.
Koretz.
Aye.
Krikorian.
Aye.
Lee.
Aye.
Martinez.
Aye.
O'Farrell.
Aye.
Price.
Sorry, go on.
Aye.
Rahman.
Aye.
Ridley Thomas.
Aye.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
15 ayes. This item is adopted forthwith.
Okay, thank you. Let's now recess our regular meeting and begin our special meeting. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Blumenfield.
Blumenfield, present.
Bonin.
Bonin, present.
Buscaino.
Here.
Cedillo.
Here.
De Leon.
Here.
Harris Dawson.
Present.
Koretz.
Present.
Krikorian.
Here.
Lee.
Present.
Martinez.
Present.
O'Farrell.
Present.
Price.
Here.
Rahman.
Here.
Ridley Thomas.
Here.
Rodriguez.
Here.
15 members and a quorum, Madam President.
Okay, we have one item on our special agenda this morning. And I'd like to send this item forthwith without
Thank
objection, Ms. Madam Clerk. So let's go ahead and move on to public comment.
As indicated on the agenda, members of the public wishing to offer public comment should call 669-254-5252 and use meeting ID number 160-535-8466, then press the pound key. Press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. Finally, when you hear the last 4 digits of your phone number called out, press star 6. Let me repeat. Call 669-254-5252. Use meeting ID number 160-535-8466, then press pound. Press pound again when prompted for participant ID. Once admitted into the meeting, press star 9 to request to speak. And finally, when you hear the last 4 digits of your phone number called out, press star 6.
So members of the public, we're going to open public comment on this item. There's only one item, and since this is a special meeting, you only get 1 minute. The one item is regarding a grant to authorize the police chief, or excuse me, the fire chief or his designee to accept a federal grant for urban search and rescue. That's the only topic. So when you hear the last 4 digits of your phone number or other identifying information, press star 6. You get 1 minute, and that will be it. So let's open the phone line. So caller ending in 1403, please press star 6 right now.
Hey, Bobby! All items! General public comment and search and rescue!
So Mr. Spindler, you have 1 minute to speak on item
Yeah.
31, and that's it. Please go ahead.
Okay. If the violate my product, you will protect me. Well, I'll support it. I like free money from FEMA. And again, it's the work of Monica Rodriguez.
Mr. Spindler, we need to get back on the item.
Finding money.
Just get back on the item, Mr. Spindler.
Kevin James taught her that on the Board of Public Works. And I taught them.
He's not on the item. Let's move on to the next
Yes.
speaker.
Search for money.
The speaker's still off topic.
Next speaker.
Caller ending in 7006, press star 6 to unmute yourself.
Quesadilla for governor.
Okay, next
for
person.
Congress.
Thank you, Mr. Spindler. Goodbye.
Yay!
This is still Mr. Spindler. Let's move on to the next speaker. Okay, there doesn't appear to be any other speakers on the phone line.
Okay, so we can close public comment
Go
on
ahead and
this.
close public comment. Members is prepared to vote on this item. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Blumenfield,
Blumenfield, aye.
Bonin,
Yes.
Buscaino,
Aye.
Cedillo,
Cedillo, aye.
De Leon,
Aye.
Harris Dawson,
Yes.
Koretz,
Aye.
Krikorian,
Aye.
Lee,
Aye.
Martinez,
Aye.
O'Farrell,
Aye.
Price,
Aye.
Rahman,
Aye.
Ridley Thomas,
Aye.
Rodriguez.
Aye.
15 ayes. This matter is adopted forthwith.
Okay, Madam Clerk, what's before us now?
Madam President, would you like to call the roll to convene the regular meeting, please?
Apologize about that. Yes, let's go ahead and recess our special meeting and return to our regular.
Yes, adjourn the special and call the roll for the regular. Blumenfield,
Blumenfield present.
Bonin,
Bonin present.
Buscaino,
Here.
Cedillo,
Here.
De Leon,
Here.
Harris Dawson,
Present.
Koretz,
Present.
Krikorian,
Here.
Lee,
Present?
Martinez,
Present.
O'Farrell,
Present.
Price,
Here.
Rahman,
Here.
Ridley Thomas.
Here.
Rodriguez.
Here.
15 members and a quorum, Madam President. Presently, Council has motions for posting and referral. Motions will be posted on the City Clerk's website shortly after the meeting for the public's viewing. To subscribe to receive copies of today's council motions to your email, please visit clerk.lacity.org. The desk is clear, Madam President.
Okay, those are posted and referred. Members, are there any announcements? Any adjourning motions, Mr. De Leon?
Yes, thank you very much, Madam President. Madam President, I do believe also too, with the adjournment of memory, that we have some slides that will be put forth before our colleagues.
Yes, sir. Hold on for just a second. Let me make sure that IT has them. Give me just a second.
Thank you very much. You say when.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Colleagues, I adjourn today in the memory of Edwin Aguilar, an animator, a layout artist, and assistant director. Edwin Aguilar died April 10th after a stroke, and he was only 46 years of age. Now, fans of The Simpsons might recognize his name for more than 20 years of credits on this cartoon institution. Those who worked with him called him the glue, the connective tissue that held together the Fox series family, and a ray of sunshine within it. Now, Aguilar was born in El Carao, in El Salvador's San Miguel province back in 1974. When he was very young in El Salvador, he loved to pick up the local newspaper and copy the comic strips. He learned to draw Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck by copying them inside bottle caps that he collected. And we know the story of so many incredible Salvadorians, because of the Civil War, he and his brother fled the country when Edwin was only 9 years of age. Now, at this age, young Salvadorians were being recruited, and it was like, to quote, it was like a children's army. Now, after being smuggled in a container and crossing the river, he settled with his family in East Los Angeles. He worked his way up the ranks of the animation ranks with companies such as Gratz Entertainment, known for G.I. Joe, and Hanna-Barbera, before joining the legendary Chuck Jones at Warner Brothers. He donated his time to encourage brown and black children across Los Angeles to pursue the arts as he did. Now, he makes all us very proud. He makes the immigrant community tremendously proud, but he especially makes the Latino Salvadoran immigrant community extremely proud for his amazing contributions to Los Angeles, to Hollywood, to the nation and worldwide, with his artistic gift and his talent as an animator. Whoever thought that in The Simpsons, let's be real with each other, that one of the great animators was actually a Salvadoran immigrant who fled at the age of 9, crossing a border, settling in East LA. And it's such an amazing contribution. Now, Edwin was also determined to uplift, the Salvadoran community and the portrayal in the media. He spent so much of his time giving back to his home country and his community. Edwin was the epitome of the American dream, the best of El Salvador and Latin America has to offer. He would light up a room and light up your heart, and he had just an amazing, great soul. Now, Edwin Aguilar is survived by his wife, Marique, his 3 children, Jonathan, Maya, and Bodie. And it's an honor to adjourn in the memory of this great Salvadorian. Thank you very much, Madam President. Thank you very much, colleagues.
Thank you, Mr. De Leon. That was very beautiful. What a tremendous loss. Our condolences to his entire family. Thank you, sir. Mr. Buscaino?
Thank you, Madam President. Members, I ask today that we adjourn in memory of Pastor Don Izell, a beloved member of our Wilmington community. passed away on April 9th. Don was born April 9th, 1939 to Herbert and Edna Ezell. At the age of 7 in 1947, Don's family moved to Wilmington when Herbert accepted a pastoral position at Harbor Christian Center. Pastor Don attended Gulf Elementary School in Wilmington Junior High School, as well as Banning High School, where he played football and ran track. In 1957, the Zell brothers, Harold and Don, proudly opened Halden's office supply store in Wilmington, later known as Zell's Stationery and Seating Company. The Zell's oldest son, Tyson, and their daughter-in-law, Lorene, still proudly serve customers nationwide at the Zell Company's location in Lomita. In 1960, Don married Miss Linda Bates. Together, they had 3 sons, Tyson, Rod, and Jeff. In 1996, Don and Linda followed God's call to become the new pastors with the Harbor Christian Center, sits today on Wilmington Boulevard. Don and Linda would pastor the church for 32 years, and throughout that time, Pastor Don and Linda led the church with sincere love for the congregation and the community. Pastor Don's heart was to create a space where everyone was welcome, no matter their age, race, background, or status. Harbor Christian Center is a proud product of Pastor Don's diligent sacrifice, generosity, and prayers. He remained focused on pointing people toward love, hope, and grace. Pastor Don has positively impacted thousands of lives in Wilmington and the surrounding communities for over 30 years, created a new outreach ministry called Sidewalk Sunday School. And one thing I remember as a senior lead officer here at the Harbor area for several years, hosted one of the best national night out events in the city, honoring our local law enforcement officers and firefighters. He is survived by his loving wife, Linda, their 3 sons, 3 daughters-in-laws, and his grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Pastor Don will be deeply missed, but his legacy and influence will last forever. May he rest in peace. And secondly, if I may, Madam President and members, I'd like to also adjourn in memory of Annie Cook Platt Reynoso, the beloved grandmother of my former legislative deputy, John Larson. She passed away at home surrounded by her family on Saturday, April 16th at the age 94 years of age. Annie was born on September 21st, 1926 in Globe, Arizona, the second of 6 children, where while the family struggled during the Great Depression, Annie was able to excel in education by passing 6th and 7th grades at a time when education opportunities were limited for women and for the economically disadvantaged. Annie moved to Los Angeles by the early 1940s and worked in factories and part of the war effort and served as a local beauty queen. It was in the late 1940s she met the love of her life, Louis Reynoso, and they were married on November 14th, 1954, and remained together until his passing in 2015. They eventually settled in nearby Whittier, becoming part of a generation of post-war homeowners and raising their 5 children. Their home was often a refuge for friends and extended family that were facing difficulty in their own home lives. Their home also became a second home for their 11 grandchildren and numerous great-grandchildren. Annie was endlessly curious. She was fond of travel and learning about the world around her. She will be laid to rest alongside her husband, Louis, at the Riverside National Cemetery. May she rest in peace. Thank you, Madam President and members.
Thank you, Mr. Buscaino. Any other adjourning motions, members? Seeing none, our meeting is adjourned. Thank you.